Hey there, I am Angela Hochman and welcome to the Daily Mix. Yes, the Daily Mix, same show, different Angela. Okay, we survived St. Louis's Snowmageddon. Did anyone else learn this about themselves, that maybe you're more of an indoorsy person? I learned that. I love the snow, but I learned I really like watching it from inside of my warm house with a cup of cocoa. And yes, I stocked up on the eggs, the milk, the bread, but that's just because I really like French toast. So we enjoyed it, but now we're moving on. So we have got an action-packed show today. A little bit later, I will be joined by Randall Noldge. He is the founder of Cycle Showcase STL, and he is going to tell us all about this popular event and what we can look forward to later this year. Let's get started on the Daily Mix. Twist Out Cancer, a nonprofit now in its 10th year, is accepting applications from anyone touched by cancer and artists to take part in the Brushes with Cancer Midwest program. Now, this unique 6-month program matches inspirations or those affected in some way by cancer with artists who create a one-of-a-kind piece of artwork that reflects the individual's personal journey with cancer. Wow. The program concludes with an art exhibit and special celebration for the participants, their families, and the community. Although it is based in Chicago, Brushes with Cancer welcomes participants from all over the country and the world. Applications for inspirations and artists will be accepted through February 28th. Now, there is also a virtual information session on Wednesday, February 9th at 11:30 a.m. To learn more about the program and to apply online, go to twistoutcancer.org/brushes. So, like I said, we made it through our first major snowstorm this year, but the cold weather isn't gone yet. And thanks to organizations like Heat Up St. Louis, there's help for at-risk households to stay warm safely. And this week, you can help heat up St. Louis and get a tasty bite to eat at the 22nd Annual Hardee's Rise and Shine for Heat. During breakfast hours, Hardee's locations throughout the metro area will be offering sausage biscuits and egg biscuit sandwiches for just $1. And 100% of all the sales will go to Heat Up St. Louis and its partners. Official greeters will also be on hand to accept additional locations and for those ordering 20 or more sandwiches. Now, think about that if you want to bring some food to the office that day or have a bunch of friends over. Pre-orders can also be made through this Wednesday, February 9th. Rise and Shine for Heat is set for this Friday, February 11th, and you can find a location near you, place a pre-order, and much more at heatupstlouis.org. And some of St. Louis's most talented teens will be heating up the stage at the fabulous Fox Theater this weekend. Yeah, you never know who you'll see at these things. The final round of the 12th Annual St. Louis Teen Talent Competition is finally here, and 14 high school acts, including a variety of singers, musicians, dancers, even acrobats, have been chosen to compete in front of a live audience at the Fabulous Fox. Now, these talented teens will also be competing for nearly $50,000 in prizes, cash awards, scholarships, and much more. The community is invited to come out because this is a free, family-friendly event, and it will also be recorded for broadcast later this spring. The final round takes place this Friday, February 11th at 8:00 p.m. You can learn more about the finalists, link to get free tickets, and much more at foxpacf.org. Get ready. From talented teens to talented chefs, the Cajun Cook Off is back this weekend. Woo-wee! This popular Mardi Gras event showcases some of the area's most skillful amateur chefs as they prepare their best dishes for a panel of hungry judges. Okay, how do you get to be a judge? I'm hungry. This sounds great. Admission to the event also includes authentic Cajun lunch from Sugar Fire Smokehouse, need I say more, an open bar, live music, cooking demos with samples, and more. Find out who has the best Cajun cooking chops at the Cajun Cook Off this Saturday, February 12th, from noon to 4 o'clock p.m. at the Bud Light Party Center in the Soulard Market Park. For tickets and more information, go to stlmardigras.org. Okay, besides all the king cake and the fun, you have got to love Mardi Gras season in St. Louis, okay? It's also the season of love. And with Valentine's Day less than a week away, wow, you know there's a lot happening this weekend to celebrate. Now, on Saturday, the annual Cupids Undiron returns to St. Louis. Now, yeah, okay, running in your undies may sound a little bit crazy, especially in the middle of February. But listen, it's for a crazy good cause. It's all to raise funds for the neurofibromatosis, a genetic disorder affecting 1 in every 3,000 children born that causes tumors to grow on nerves throughout the body. Cupids Undiron kicks off with a big party. In the middle of the party, there's a brief, pun intended, run that's about a mile or so, and then it wraps up with an epic dance party. This sounds incredible. The Cupids Undiron will take place this Saturday, February 12th, from 12 o'clock to 4 p.m. at Ballpark Village. You can register and learn more at mycupids.org. Just click on the events tab and then the St. Louis event for all the details. Now listen, the City Museum is also showing some love this weekend with a 2-day family-friendly celebration. This sounds amazing. Bring your kids or your sweetheart, or both, bring the whole family, to the museum for amazing photo ops in the Tunnel of Love, and several other heart-related activities throughout the weekend. On Saturday, there will be an afternoon family dance party, aka every day at the Hochman house, and guests can visit the cabin on City Museum's first floor, which has cleverly been renamed the Love Inn for the weekend. And if you are looking for a unique gift, they have special one-of-a-kind hearts available for purchase that benefit the St. Louis Public Library. The Tunnel of Love Valentine's weekend takes place this Saturday and Sunday at the City Museum. You can find all the details at citymuseum.org. Another unique way to snow some love this Valentine's Day is by adopting a St. Louis Zoo snow leopard for someone special. Yeah, you heard that correctly, adopt a snow leopard. This special Valentine's adoption package includes a snow leopard plush toy and Valentine card, a personalized adoption certificate, color photo with animal facts, car decal, name on the zoo parents donor wall, and zoo website for a year. And are you ready for this? An invitation to the zoo parents picnic. Plus, your gift will help support the care and feeding of the zoo's animals for a full year. How great is that? Talk about the gift that keeps on giving. You can adopt a snow leopard online, or to guarantee you have it by Valentine's Day, you can also do it in person at the zoo through 4 o'clock this Monday, February 14th. It's okay to procrastinate for this particular gift. Just go to stlzoo.org/Valentine for all the details. Okay, so maybe you don't have a sweetheart this Valentine's Day. That is okay. But what about an ex you despise? Okay, get ready. If you said yes, then the Belleville Area Humane Society has just what you need. For a small donation, the shelter will write your ex's name on a litter box on Valentine's Day. Perfect to, get back at someone, and this is probably a gift they don't already have. Because, the shelter does say cats can be spiteful creatures, And they are more than happy to take a number 2 on your former number 1. You have until this Sunday, February 13th, to get in on all the fun. All proceeds from the fundraiser will support the animals at the Belleville Area Humane Society. Check out their Facebook page for all the details and a link to send your own Litterbox Valentine. You can also learn more about the shelter and see all their adoptable pets at bahspets.org. Since Valentine's Day is right around the corner, we thought it would be fun to take a look back at the time our own Angela Sharp and Andy Ruzicka went on a very special Valentine's date at the St. Louis Wheel and Soda Fountain. I wonder if this date warranted a snow leopard adoption or a Litterbox Valentine. You be the judge.
I mean, it's really late, and it's cold outside, so I'm not happy. But, you know, a good first impression is being 35 minutes late. I mean, that's fine, I guess. Whatever.
So, ready for our first date. Really excited. It's gonna be so much fun. I might be a little bit late, but you know, that little bit of anticipation usually works pretty favorably for me, so I'm excited. Hello!
Hey, you made it!
I did! I'm so excited for our date.
Yay! It'll be fun.
I got you something special.
Oh, my!
Yeah,
Did you get these off of Gras?
No, they will never die. So you can keep them forever.
So I can remember this day for the rest of my life.
The rest of your life. And if we make it that far together, right?
Oh my! Well, let's go start the date.
Let's go start this first date. Once when I was 12 years old that I told, you can't always be a hero. Not all heroes wear capes. You know, it's a pretty cool job. No one quite got the same experience I did. Sometimes I've even been I was a summer plumber, or the whole class laughed, and I was the student star of the day. So, what do you do for a living?
We work together. You and I work together.
Oh,
You know where I work.
So, what do you like about where we work?
I like a lot of things about where we work.
I mean, the wheel was really fun. I knew what I was getting into with Andy. He talks a lot, and he didn't know where we worked together. Yeah, it's just awkward. But the wheel itself was a really cool view. Andy is awkward.
The wheel with Angela was so much fun. Great start to our first date. We were vibing. I think we had a lot of laughs, a lot of fun things to say to each other. So we're gonna go eat at the soda fountain and have a great meal. Hiya, table for two, please.
All right.
Yeah. So excited.
This is so good.
Yeah, we should totally share it. So here you go. Oh, here, you hold that. This is so good. It is really good. It is so good. My date with Angela went so well. I mean, there's just some ringing going on in my ear. I don't know if you can hear it. Ding dong, wedding bells. I mean, I definitely think the soda fountain is where we're gonna have our first anniversary.
The date with Andy not so much. However, I'm gonna come back here for a date to go on the wheel and to get the shake. That was so much fun. Really, the only thing saving this date was the location, because it was an awesome location. Andy.
Wow, okay. I feel like somebody might want to do the Valentine's adoption package and the other one might have the litter box on the brain. Anyway, if you haven't been to the wheel or the soda fountain yet, I definitely recommend you check it out. And something else you should check out is the Cycle Showcase STL. The founder, Randall Noldge, is here with me right now. Thank you so much for joining me, Randall.
Thank you for having me.
Oh my gosh, I half expected you to just ride in here on a hog.
Well, it's a little chilly out.
A little bit.
I'm not opposed to it, but not today.
Okay. So,
but there will be plenty of hogs down at the City Foundry this weekend coming up.
yeah, so talk about this event. You're in the 7th year. This is just a brainchild that you had.
Yeah, I was frustrated with the motorcycle shows that I was seeing here locally, and I thought we are such a great geographically centrally located place in the United States. Why can't we have a really big show here? And so I set about trying to create that. 2013 was our first show, and it keeps growing, it keeps getting bigger. It's fantastic.
It sounds like it. And Randall, you really worked to break the stigma that people think of when they hear a bike convention. Talk about that.
Sure, well, that's kind of a byproduct of what happened. I would go to a vintage bike night and see old motorcycles, or I would go to European bike night and see classic European bikes. And of course, I'd see the Harleys at the other bike shows around town. And I like everything. And I find that when I talk to most motorcycle people, they don't choose a brand or a company, what have you. They like everything on two wheels. So that was part of the show to begin with, was let's do something with all the genres of motorcycling, classic motorcycles, vintage motorcycles, custom motorcycles, and just celebrate the art and the beauty of it.
Yeah, and something that I found so interesting is that you really worked to bring in, like you said, the art and the engineering and the history, not words you often hear associated with a convention like this.
Well, I think that's my angle. I always
I like it.
I was inspired by the Museum of Modern Art in New York, and they had an exhibit similar to this in the early 2000s, and it broke attendance records, and it caused all kinds of controversy because they were putting motorcycles in an art museum. And I said, why not? What's wrong with that?
Oh my gosh, I love it.
So yeah, I blatantly stole from that. So,
Hey, you know what? Sometimes you got to recreate things with your twist on it.
Well, we're putting a little twist on it. We're adding artists, we're adding craftspeople that come in and actually create on-site craft. I've got a featured artist this year who's a photographer, who's probably the most renowned motorcycle photographer in the world. He's coming in, he's bringing 50 pieces of his artwork. He'll be talking about his stuff. It's just a fun weekend, inspiring weekend for the whole family.
That's the key. You beat me to it. But talk about the family-friendly aspect. So what can one that shows up with their children expect?
Well, oddly enough, when you walk in the door, maybe the first thing you see is a puppy kissing booth. We are, I tried to set the tone right there, that this is not a Sons of Anarchy convention.
Okay,
this is something different.
Oh my gosh.
We have a couple of local rescues, Dirk Funds and the Illinois English Bulldog Rescue, that we work with. We're gonna have a puppy kissing booth there. They're great organizations and they do great stuff, and I love animals. So I'm happy to have them there, and you can kiss a pooch for $1 or something like this.
And just in time for Valentine's Day. So there is something for everybody.
Yes, there is something for everybody. Then you can walk around and you can see all the fantastic motorcycles on display. I've got 50 bikes from all over North America. This is my first international show. We've got a Canadian bike coming in this year.
Oh my gosh.
Bikes from Canada, from Montana, from Maine, from Texas, from Florida. The word's getting out that this show is really something special, and I'm really excited to do it here in St. Louis.
We are lucky that you chose St. Louis to root this incredible weekend. Talk about why you chose the City Foundry.
Well, I know the developer for the City Foundry, and me and him have been talking, him and I have been talking for years about finding Cycle Showcase a forever home. I've done it in different locations all around town over the last few years. But when the City Foundry development started coming around and we started talking about it, the space is just fantastic. And what we're able to do in the space over there is gonna be incredible. So
Exactly, because you feel like you're outside, but you're inside, and there is food for days.
there's food in the food court. Now we're down the hall a little bit from that in a separate building, and they've given us this giant building. We can create as much art and inspiration as we can get away with.
So, Randall, what do you hope to achieve with the Cycle Showcase this year?
Oh, first and foremost, smiles. When people, I love standing by the door and watching people walk in and their eyes get wide and their jaw opens up. Maybe people that aren't motorcycle people, families, they come in and they don't know what to expect. I love that. I love the exposure and maybe the inspiration, the art and the beauty of it. I know you don't have to be a motorcyclist to enjoy what's happening and what's being created and what we're showing here.
That's incredible. So is this something that you've enjoyed all of your life? Are you new to cycling? Have you been collecting?
No, I started as a kid on a dirt bike, a little Honda dirt bike, and I got the bug as a small child. And then I'll talk to people that said, man, I always wanted a motorcycle.
Right.
I was fortunate enough at some point to go down the purchase and customization rabbit hole as a hobby, and that's kind of what led to this. Was I was building motorcycles and I was seeing what was happening in the show scene, and I thought St. Louis needs to have a major event, and my mom said either do something about it or shut up. So
I love that.
So
You're like, I'll take option A.
option A. So I said, all right, complain about it or do something about it. So I created the Cycle Showcase.
Oh my gosh. So, I mean, can you describe how you feel when someone who maybe doesn't think this is quite for them walks in and has the time of their life?
Oh well, I hear it all the time. People that will come and they'll say, yeah, I brought my aunt and uncle who aren't motorcycle people, and they're ringing me up going, when's the next show? When's the next show? People that aren't bike people is kind of what I gear this show towards. I know the bike people are going to be there. They're going to show up because they get together and they can talk the bike talk. But the place is full of families and kids, and I just like sitting back and watching the reactions and the joy and the excitement of people seeing something new or being inspired by something new. Each motorcycle sits on a platform, and on that platform we write down what makes this bike special. So anybody can come to this show and say, oh, well, this is the winner of the Grand Prix in 1972 or something like this, or this was the first shaft drive motorcycle in 1936. Or this is a hand-built custom that took a year and a half to build and every single piece was done by hand. Things like that. I try to make it as accessible as I can for everybody.
Are all of those facts literally listed by each one of the bikes?
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
Yes, and that was the thing.
Wow.
If I'm going to have people come, I don't want them to feel alienated or dumb. I don't know what I'm looking at. No,
right.
I'll help you along. I'll explain, and I'll guide you through this.
Oh my gosh, you got me. I want to go to this thing.
Well, you better.
I might.
It's a Valentine's weekend.
I mean, why not?
Where else would you go on Valentine's?
I could bring the baby,
Yes.
stick the baby on the motorcycle, take a picture.
I don't know if we're going to do that.
Maybe not so much.
Maybe.
Okay, when she's a little bigger.
Yes.
Oh my gosh. Well, I have one more question, then we're going to have to wind down. Can I ask who inspires you to do what you do?
Oh my!
I know.
That's the list. Every day I'm inspired. And my normal job is I'm in the music concert production industry. So I bring a lot of the live concert feel. I try to this thing, lighting and sound and everything.
Yeah.
I'm inspired by music. I'm inspired by nature. I'm inspired by my mom. I'm inspired by everybody.
She told you to do this,
He
so
told
you
me to
should
do
be
this. That's right.
inspired by your mom. Randall.
There's a bunch of bike guys that inspire me
Sure.
too, and half of them will be there. But,
Oh, I hope so. You got to have your crew around you.
Yeah.
Well, this has been so wonderful to sit and chat with you. Thanks for taking time out of your busy day. I know you're getting all ready for the weekend.
It's gonna be crazy.
So we cannot wait for our viewers to pop on by and check it out. It's a fun, affordable way for families to get together and hang out this weekend. You can check out Cycle Showcase STL.com for more info. Again, it's this Saturday and this Sunday from 11 to 7 on Saturday, 11 to 4 on Sunday. Follow them on social media. There's a lot of good stuff, pictures, videos, you name it. Thank you so much for tuning in to The Daily Mix. I'm Angela Hochman, sitting in for the lovely Angela Sharp. Make sure you check us out on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, all the places. Drop us a line at thedailymix@stltv.net. We would love to hear from you. That is going to do it for The Daily Mix, but keep it right here on STL TV to experience St. Louis. We'll see you next time.